Hello, my witchlets. Today we are going to do a ritual for Mabon. Now, I want you to know I'm filming this well in advance of Mabon, so it's not necessarily going to have the same impact on me today as it would if I were doing this on Mabon. But this is to give you an idea of what you could do to celebrate Mabon. This is a solitary practitioner ritual, and it's best done outside. So I'm going to go ahead and take things downstairs. For this, you will need, if you're going to do this outside, you'll need a bottle of water or cider, wine, beer, something to use as libations. You will need a sage stick or whatever you use for saging. I just call it saging, your sacred space. And you need yourself. So probably a tray to put things on. If you use a wand to cast your circle, then you'll want to bring your wand with you. I don't personally use anything to cast a circle, just myself. So, but I do have a wand, and I'll probably use it for this particular thing just to demonstrate how you can do it. If you're going to do this inside, then you need 5 bowls plus either a sage stick or a broom to cleanse your space. I'm going to do this outside in my backyard, well, in the common area of the backyard, so might get some funny looks from neighbors, and that's fine, but we're going to go ahead and do this. And I have everything, so I got it from, again, the book on Mabon from Llewellyn's library, and I have written the ritual into my own personal grimoire. So this is the book I'll be reading from as I do the ritual. So yeah, if you have any questions about anything, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I will do my best to explain them. But the next part of this video is going to be pretty long because I'm just going to go pretty much non-stop until we get to the part where we talk about meditation, because I want to give you a chance to pause the video if you decide to do this with me for Mabon. That way you have time to meditate and you know what you're supposed to be focusing on. Alrighty, so let's go out to my backyard. Welcome to my backyard. All right, so it's ideal if you have a larger space than what I have, but this is what I have to work with, so this is what we're gonna work with. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put your tools down in the center of your circle. So this is the wand I'm going to use, and I have a cup of water in the center of what's going to be my circle. I don't have a sage stick right now. I don't feel comfortable burning it out here because it's very dry and everything. So the way you would do your sage is you would walk this way around your circle, and you can say words to cleanse or not, that's up to you. And then you would come to the north part of your circle, which for me is here, and you would walk straight back towards the south, and then you would come over to the east. I'm sorry. You would come over to the east and walk to the west to form a cross pattern. And then you would come back to the center. And you can put out your sage stick, or if you were using like a frankincense stick for incense or whatever, you can leave it burning or you can snuff it out. Either way. At this point though is when you would cast your circle. So if you use a wand, you can use your wand. Again, I don't, but you can. I'm going to set mine over here, and you can cast your circle thusly. Okay, so you would cast your circle, take 2, thusly. So if you want to use your wand, you can use your wand. Otherwise, you just use these words. At autumn equinox, I name this place a sacred time and sacred space. Within it now, I give my thanks, with protection granted by God and Goddess grace. The north grants grounds to walk upon. The east grants winds that gyrate. The south grants fire so we can live on. The west grants fluids for to sate. And this is where you take your center cup and you take a drink from it. and that indicates that the fluid within is safe for those invited to partake. Hail to the goddess, great mother eternal. I salute you in your giving. I condole you in your grief. Then you would take your libations and you would pour some in the center. Then you raise your hands towards the heavens and you say, in your grief, in your sorrow, I give you love, so mote it be. Hail to the great God, great Father incarnate. I salute you for your sacrifices. I speak your praises when you are gone from us. And again, pour libation in the center. In your death, I speak my grief. In your memory, I bring you life. So mote it be. And now you would walk to the northernmost part of your circle, which for me is going to be right here. You have a great shot of my boobs, so you're welcome. Hail to the north where the dark earth lives. I pour this in gratitude for the food that springs from the soil. And you pour libations to the north. Then you go to the east as far as you can, which for me is here. Hail to the east where the sunrise brings the winds of the day. I pour this in gratitude for the movements of pollen. And now you'll go to the south. Now you'll want to face south, but I'm going to face you so that you can hear me. And you say, hail to the south where noonday speeds all growth. I pour this in gratitude for the movements of pollen. And then you're going to go to the west and say, hail to the west where in twilight the green drinks deep. I pour this in gratitude for the wet that swells the seed and bud. And then you're going to come back to your center and you pour the rest of your libations in the center. Hail to the goddess, hail to the God. I give thanks for the God of harvest and thanks for all good. So mote it be. And at this point, you would take time to meditate and to figure out what seeds are going to come to your mind and how they sprout and grow and which quadrant they're going to be located in, because that's what you're going to focus on for like the remainder of the year and the harvest time. Once you've completed your meditation, you will say, with love I depart from you, precious goddess. With love I depart from you, sacred God. I carry with me gratitude for the life on earth you have given. And then to finish off your circle, you can stand in the center and say, water flows back from the west, southern fires flicker then rest, eastern breezes cool the storm, north rests now in quiet calm. At equinox the light now fades, here is now more night than day. In gratitude I make my way with harvest at hand into winter's sway. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and the little treat outside of my apartment complex. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't, go ahead and smash the dislike button. Either way, just leave me a comment because that really helps my algorithm. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified whenever all of my new videos come out. And I hope you have a blessed Mabon season, which is coming up on September 21st, I believe it is, 22nd, something like that. So we'll see you next time.